Hey y'all, welcome to the MTG Hillbilly Show, where the magic's burning hotter than a moonshine glow. We're shuffling, dealing for the world to see. Come on down and join the fun, all our YouTube stay. Let it roll, let's get a little soul. Tapping with our critters and spells, and when we win, you know we're ringing them bells. From morning till evening, we're never slow. Cardboard cracks the name of the game, you know. Lost in the draw, but we never let go. Playing for pride in the soft southern glow. Decking our hands in a gritty year. Magic together with the folks we hold dear. Welcome to the MTG Hillbilly Show, where the magic's burning hotter than a moonshine glow. We're shuffling and dealing for the world to see. Come on down and join the fun and know our YouTube speed. Let it roll, let's get a little soul. Let it roll, let's get a little soul. Let it roll, let's get a little soul.
Hey, Blade. All right. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. All right, let's play some Arena. Okay. Yeah, we're going to make a new deck. Alrighty. And we got to delete a deck. Well, we got something over here. Arena weekly announcements. See if I can bring this up. Alright. The screen's gonna go black for a minute. Maybe. Just give me a minute here. Nope, there it goes. All right. Through the Omen Pass card image gallery. Yeah, buddy, that might be what we need. Maybe. To see the cards. I hope so, because, you know, they didn't do no spoilers on the cards. Through the Omen Pass image gallery. Alright, we got Imposter Syndrome. 6 mana. Whenever a non-token creature you control deals combat damage to a player, create a token copy of it, except it isn't legendary. Awesome! Awesome. Like it's... Then we got some... oh my gosh, I can't say that dang old name. Something Arctivist. Y'all can say that name if you want, but I ain't gonna pronounce that first name because it's so dang on hard for me to pronounce. Senelzian or Arctivist. I know that ain't right, but you know, I can't say it. Anyway, 4 mana, 3/3. Human Citizen. When this creature enters, choose 1. Return target card with mana value 4 or greater from your graveyard to your hand, or exile target artifact or enchantment. Oh, when it enters, no other cost. Very good card. I like it. And where it's available at is Arena Store Pack, Limited Pack, or you can spend a wild card. Then they'll have the return of the Arena Cube, which is nice. Pretty good cards. Oh, she hold yet. Smuggler's Copter. Stoutcaster Mage. Nice. Yargle Day Extended Edition. Okay. Been extended. The Yargle event's been extended. You have until September 12th now to do all your Yargle stuff. It's up super fast. Then through the Omnipass pre-orders, which is Arena, you can buy these 3 things here. And then if you get the pack bundle, you'll get the Kraza, the Thorn as 1 card. If you get the play bundle, you'll get the Terminus of Return card. And you also get your little sliver companion. Are they going to give us slivers in this set? They might. But if they do, that won't be good for Arena, bad for paper. Because none of these cards is paper legal. Then if you get the pass bundle, which is the Mastery Pass, you'll get this card. Not bad. Give me 1 second real quick. Mrs. Hillbilly needs to talk to me for a second. Be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Alright, these are Edge of Eternity cards. But these, I think you get these. Yeah, you get these with on the rank ladder. Alright. Now, something I want to see real quick. I'm sure y'all might want to see these too. The full through the Omnipass card image gallery. Alright. Oh, yes. I'm going to make sure it pops up on the screen here. So there's going to be a little wait here. Just a minute. What's up, Tortoise? Alright, I was making sure. Okay. Starting out with whites. We get to see the cards finally. Yes! Demi of the Silk Shoots. 2 mana, 1 and a white. Flash. Spider Human Hero. Okay. Spider Human Hero. Interesting. With Flash, pay 1, gains flying until end of turn. Pay 1, sacrifice Edema, which is this creature. Creatures you control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Not bad. Then we got Archchanger Skyrod for 2, 1 and a white. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1, and has reach. And whenever this creature attacks, tap target creature opponent controls. Equip cost is 2. This is so, I mean, I'm glad I'm finally can see the Omen Path cards. I was wondering when they was going to release them so we could see them. And dag blaggy, we can finally see them. Just going over these cards. Then we got Basil, Calabaretti, Loudmouth. Loudmouth? You trying to say I'm a loudmouth wizard? Dag blaggy. Anyway, one in a white 2/2 with flash. When it enters, choose one or both. Tap target creature. Untap target creature. Huh. Interesting. We got Chosen by Vagogoth. For 4 mana, 3 and a white. Chant creature you control. Chanted creature gets +2/+2 for each ore or equipment attached to it. Then all damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to the enchanted creature instead. Ooh, that's not a bad card at all. And then we got City Pigeon, bird with flying for 1 mana, 1/1. And when it leaves the battlefield, you get to create a food token. Then we got Confessor's Bindings for 1 mana enchantments. At the end of your end step, if you may tap 2 untapped creatures and or treasures you control. If you do, draw a card, otherwise sacrifice this enchantment. Oh. So you got to tap 2 creatures or 2 treasures, or you have to sacrifice this enchantment. Cumulative cost. Dag blagget. Such a good card though, because you've got 2 treasures, you can just tap this. Tap your treasures to draw a card. Pretty good actually. We got Costume Closets for 2 mana, 1 or white artifact. When this artifact enters, it enters with 2 1/1 counters on it. Tap it, move a 1/1 counter from this artifact onto target creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery. And whenever a modified creature you control leaves the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on this artifact. Nice. Then we got Crime Scene Instructor for 2 mana, 1 and a white human detective. This creature enters with a 1/1 counter on it. When this creature leaves the battlefield, put its 1/1 counters on target creature you control. That's pretty good. And then we got Darrell, whose web protects for 3 mana within web. Okay, so we're getting a new archetype in Arena. Awesome. In web for 1 white mana, whatever it does. So that's something new. It's probably web slinging and the regular white, the regular set. Then we got Talzi's of Thousand Moons for 5 mana, 3/4 human hero with flying. When it enters, another target creature you control gains flying until end of turn. Not bad. Then we got Freeze Strider Aces. Freeze Strider Aces. 3 mana, 2/3. Human Mercenary. At the beginning of combat on your turn, up to 1 target creature gains first strike and vigilance until end of turn. That ain't bad for 3 mana. We got Generous Betty Ray. 3 mana, 2/3. And when it enters, put a +1 counter on another target creature. Whenever Generous Betty Ray attacks, target modified creature you control gains lifelink until end of turn. Hello, lifelink. What's up, Curtis? How you doing, Curtis? This is the Arena through the Omen Path cards, the digital versions of Spider-Man that we're getting. I've been waiting for them to do this because I've been wanting to see the cards. Glad we could see them. We got Lively Leap. For 1 white mana instant, target creature gets +2/+2 and gains flying to end of turn. If it's a spider, you gain 2 life. Not bad. So these are not real cards. because they're only available on Arena, not going to be available on paper. But then we got a Most Helpful Weaver. 2 mana, 1 and a white. Saga. Chapter 1, create a 2/1 green spider creature token with reach. Chapter 2, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It becomes a legendary spider hero in addition to its other types. Huh. Interesting. Then, Chapter 3, target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. Holy moly. Double strike? Awesome. Then we got Mothwing Shroud. 3 mana enchantment. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. Not bad. We got Principled Referee. 4 mana, human citizen, 2/3. When this creature enters, choose 1. You put a 1/1 counter on each of 2 target creatures. Or you return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Why not, Battlefield? Then we got Remarkable Readings for 4 mana. Enchant land. So you enchant a land with this. And when this aura enters, create 3 1/1 green and white human citizen creature tokens. Enchanted land has pay 1 tap. Target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery. Oh my gosh. That's a pretty good card, actually. Then we got Sarn of the Silken Throne. 4 mana, 3/4. Spider Human Hero. Within Web for 3 mana. Still don't know what the in web is. I think it's web slinging, though. And at the beginning of your end step, if 2 or more creatures enter the battlefield under your control this turn, you draw a card and gain 2 life. Then we got Spectacular Tactics. For 2 mana, instant, choose 1. You put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains hexproof until end of turn. Or destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. We got Sudden Strike. For 2 mana, destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Love those cards like this. And they done dropped this whole entire digital set. Oh, don't like that because, it's a lot of cards to go over. It's supposed to be, Curtis. It's supposed to be. This is actually Spider. They cannot put Spider-Man on Arena. They're dropping this on Arena instead of Spider-Man, so we do get a new set. And it is going to be kind of like Spider-Man, and it is taking the place of Spider-Man. That's why it's so similar to Spider-Man. Anyway, got Cirrus Spider Silk Innovator for 2 mana, 1 and a white, 0/1. When it enters, you create a 2/1 green spider creature token with reach. And for 1 green, white, and blue, transform, activate only as a sorcery. And it'll transform into Cirrus Silk Tech Vanguard. With vigilance and reach, and each legendary spell you cast that's 1 or more or 5 colors have in web for green, white, and blue. Yeah, these are the Spider-Man cards that we are getting. I mean, they're not real cards. They will not be printed in paper. They will be only digital. We got Verlax of Havenskin for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. 5 white mana, 5/5. Symbiote Hero. When Verlax enters, if he was cast, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. If damage will be dealt to Verlax, prevent that damage and put that many 1/1 counters on him. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yari of Oskai, Weaver, and Guide. 3 mana, 3/3. Spider, Human, Hero, and Web 1. As Yara of Oskai enters, look at an opponent's hand and choose a card type other than that creature. Spells of the chosen type cost 1 more to cast. These are the Spider-Man cards. Zora, Spider, Francier. For 1 white mana, Human, Citizen, 0/2. Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain a life. If it's a spider, put a 1/1 counter on it. Nice. Then we got Compupax. I can't pronounce this. Anyway, we got this white card here for 4 mana with a lot of writing on it. Instant. For 4 mana, you prevent all damage that will be dealt to you and planeswalkers you control this turn by sources you don't control. If damage from a creature source is prevented this way, this will deal that much damage to that creature. If damage from a non-creature source is prevented this way, this deals that much damage to the source's controller. Not bad. What's up, Malice? Then we're getting another copy of Leyline Binding. I'm not going to read Leyline Binding because we already know what it is. Then we get 9 lives back into Arena. Nice. Path to Exiles coming to Arena. Very nice. Reprieve. Return target spell to its owner's hand. Draw a card. Rest in Peace. We already know what it does. Wedding Ring, which is a real card, but just ain't. But these are all digital. They're not going to be in. They're taking this spot of Spider-Man. Anyway, Wedding Ring for 4 mana. Now, this card sounds like a commander card to me, to be honest. But when this artifact enters, if it was cast, target opponent creates a token that's a copy of it. Whenever an opponent who controls an artifact named Wedding Ring draws a card during their turn, you draw a card. Whenever an opponent who controls an artifact named Wedding Ring gains life during their turn, you gain that much life. Pretty dang on good, you ask me. Alright. That's all the white cards. I guess this is going to turn into a spoiler stream. Then we got Arla, Hedron, Scalar for 4 mana, 3 in a blue. Human Rogue Villain with Flying. Pay 1 in a blue, exile this card from your graveyard. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. It gains Flying to end a turn. Activate only as a sorcery. We got Argar, Tidal, Spinner. What's up, Milas? And then we got 3 mana, 2/2. When it enters, return up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Nice. Bellin, the Parched, 2 mana, 2/2. Elemental Villain. Whenever you cast a blue spell, if Bellin is a creature, he gets +1/+1 to end a turn. At the beginning of your end step, untap Bellin. To your next turn, he becomes a land and gains tap at a blue. Huh. Interesting. That is weird. Whenever you cast a blue, it gets +1 until end of turn. At the beginning of your end step, untap Bellin. Interesting. We've got Detect Intrusion for 2 mana with Web 1 blue. Counter target instant spell, sorcery, spell, or triggered ability. Okay, I do remember Web being a blue spell slinging, being on a blue card, and it was a counter spell. So this right here tells you Web is web slinging that's on the Spider-Man cards. Yeah, this is the Omen Path cards. Through the Omen Path. The set symbol is a pyramid on these. Drix Interception for 3 mana. Choose one or both, counter target spell, or tap 1 or 2 target creatures. Huh, interesting. Then got Gobin Gene Spice Savant. 1 in a blue, human scientist villain. 1/1. Gobin can't be blocked. Whenever Gobin deals combat damage to a player, he connives. Then for a 1 blue, black, and red, you transform Gobin. Activate only as a sorcery. He turns into Flame, Gobin's creation. For 1 blue, black, or red. With Flying, Menace, spells you cast from your graveyard cost 2 less to cast. Each non-land card in your graveyard has Mayhem. Okay. Mayhem cost is equal to its mana cost. Huh. They bringing Mayhem to the set, to the Omen Path. Awesome. We've got Hide and Mutanity. For 2 mana, 1 in a blue, enchant creature, aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature is a citizen with base power and toughness 1/1. It has Defender and loses all other abilities. Nice. We've got an Imposter Syndrome. 6 mana. Whenever a 9-token creature you control deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary. Holy moly. That's pretty dang on good. Good thing Sheholder rotated out. Can you imagine playing this with Sheholdred? You attack in with Sheholdred, then you get another Sheholdred. You attack in again with that Sheholdred, you get another Sheholdred. That's pretty much busted. Hint for y'all historic players. I do, yeah, I agree. It is. I think it is too. I think Mayhem's pretty much the same thing as a Madness, pretty sure. Anyway, we've got Lost to Leora for 4 mana. Pay 1, Chapter 1, Surveil 3. Chapter 2, when you cast a creature spell this turn, copy it, except the copy isn't legendary. Nice. Then Chapter 3 is choose a card name. Whenever a creature with the chosen name deals combat damage to a player this turn, draw a card. Not bad. Then we got Metrata Neuron Hacker, 1 mana, human scientist villain 0/2. Whenever you draw your first or second card each turn, put an ingenuity counter on Moretta. Tap it, you may cast an artifact spell from your hand with mana value less than or equal to the number of ingenuity counters on Moretta without paying its mana cost. Very good. And probably very busted. We've got Obscura Alley Lurkers for 3 mana, 2/1, human villain with flash. Whenever this creature attacks, it connives. Not bad. We've got Alex Mouth to Many Eyes. For 6 mana, 4/4. Mutant Advisor, legendary. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast spider spells and non-creature spells from the top of your library. Whenever you attack, you may mill the card. Not too bad. It's alright. Then we got Outsmart the Amateur. 5 mana, instant, choose 1. Draw 3 or counter target spell and draw a card. Not bad. Then Oscar Chronicle of Collapse. 5 mana, 4/5. Human scientist villain. As long as there are 8 or more cards in your graveyard, Oxisser has base power and toughness 8/8. As long as you control another villain, Osler has hexproof. That makes me think of Doc Ock card. Phantasm Vision for 2 mana, 1/3. Illusion Villain with flying and vigilance. Whenever this creature attacks, mill a card. We got Pinnacle Research Team for 4 mana, 3 and a blue. Pay 7 mana. You get to draw 2 cards, and it is a 1/5 human scientist. Then Robotics Mastery. 5 mana, 4 and a blue. Enchantment Aura with flash. Enchant creature. When this aura enters, create 2 1/1 colorless robot artifact creature tokens with flying. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2. Not bad. We've got Secret Identity for 1 blue mana. Choose 1. Conceal or Reveal. Conceal is until the end of turn, creature you control becomes a citizen, base power and toughness 1/1, and gains hexproof. Protection. And then Reveal. Until end of turn, target creature you control becomes a hero with base power and toughness 3/4 and gains flying and vigilance. Nice. We've got Snatchback. 2 mana. 1 and a blue with kicker, 1 and a blue. So for 4 mana, you can play this card and you can kick it. Return target non-land permanents to its owner's hand. If this spell was kicked, draw a card. Nice. Then we got Spectral Restitching for X and a blue. Instant. Exile X target artifacts and or creatures. Return the exile cards to the battlefield under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So if your opponent's running an artifact deck, you can exile all their artifacts and then go in for the attack, then they come back. So it clears the way. We've got Unstable Experiment for 2 mana, 1 and a blue. Instant, target player draw the card, then up to 1 target creature you control connives. Not bad. Then we got Vision, Two-Faced Trickster. 4 mana, 3 and a blue, 2/3. Human Shapeshifter Villain. You may have Vision enter as a copy of a creature you control, except his name is Vision, Two-Faced Trickster. Also has Mayhem for 3 mana. We have Vexbots. Vexbots is 2 mana, 1 and a blue, 1/1 robot villain with flying. Whenever another villain you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on it. It only triggers once each turn. Then the Watcher of the Road for 4 mana, 3/3. When Watcher of the Road enters, you create a 3/3 blue illusion villain creature token for each non-land villain you control. Then you exile those tokens when the Watcher on the Road leaves the battlefield. Not bad. We got Clever Impersonator for 4 mana, 0/0 Shapeshifter. You may have this creature enter as a copy of any non-land permanent on the battlefield. Nice. Then we're having Counterspell Reprints. Then we're having Luthros, the Tide Maker. 8 mana, 8/8 Octopus. Whenever Luthros attacks, you may pay 8. If you do, tap up to 8 target permanents. Those permanents don't untap during the controller's next untap steps. Nice. Then we got Mindbreak Trap, 4 mana, Trap. Okay, that's a new card type. It's a trap. Yu-Gi-Oh! Then, if opponent casts 3 or more spells this turn, you may pay 0 rather pay this spell's mana cost. Exile any number of target spells. Nice. Then we got Mystic Confluence. 5 mana instant. Choose 3. Nice. You may choose the same mode more than once. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 3. Return target creature to its owner's hand. And draw a card. Interesting. So you can return 3 creatures to their owner's hands. Nice. Then we got Ponder. 1 blue mana sorcery. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put them back in any order you may shuffle. And draw a card. Then Rite of Replication. 4 mana kicker 5. Create a token that's a card. Create a token that's a copy of target creature. If this spell was kicked, create 5 of those tokens instead. Nice. So for 9 mana, you can create 5 tokens of a creature. Oof. You got Traumatize. 5 mana, target player mills half their library, round it down. Holy moly. The mill is real. Now, that's all the blue cards. Now we got black. Aggressive Symbiosis for 2 mana. 1 on a black enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1. Has menace and is a symbiote in addition to its other types. You may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a card in addition to paying its other mana cost. Nice. We got Bane marked Leonid for 2 mana, 2 and a black 2/3. Symbiote cat villain with Death Touch. And when this creature enters, mill 2 cards. Then we got Claudia Brawlers. 4 mana, 3/4. Human rogue villain. Discard a card. This creature gets +1/+0. Gains menace until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. We got Cloudstone Work. 3 mana, sorcery. Reveal 2, then draw 2 cards. You lose 2 life. Not bad. We got Common Crook for 2 mana, 2/2. Human rogue villain. When this creature dies, create a treasure token. We got Damning Caress, 5 mana, sorcery. So it costs 2 less to cast if you control the villain. Destroy target creature, you gain 2 life. So it costs 2 less. So it costs 5, costs 2 less. That'll mean it'll cost 3 if you control the villain. Then we got Duskmourn Claim, 3 mana enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, 2 target players each reveal top card of their library. They each lose life equal to the mana value of the card revealed by the other player. Then they each put the card they revealed into their hand. Oof. Then we got Igrix the Bile Bulwark. 5 mana 4/4 with Death Touch. And Lifelink. Whenever it attacks until the end of turn, you may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may play that card from the top of your library. If you cast a spell this way, pay life to its mana value rather than pay its mana cost. Not bad. Then we got Hex of Undeath for 7 mana. Return up to 6 target creature cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then we get The House Grows Hungry. 3 mana, Saga. Chapter 1, destroy target creature. Chapter 2, each player may discard a card. Each player who doesn't loses 3 life. And then, Chapter 3, exile any number of target players' graveyards. We got Crobble, Envoy of the Bog. 5 mana 4/4. Legendary creature, Spider Human Hero. With Menace. 4/4. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, put a 1/1 counter on it. Then surveil X, where X is the number of counters on it. Then we got Lewis Pompous Villager for X black. Vampire villain with lifelink. 2/1. Lewis enters with X 1/1 counters on him. And then when Lewis enters, he deals X damage to target opponents. So it can end the game very quick. Pretty good card, I think. Then we got Merciless Enforcers for 2 mana. Human Mercenary Villain 2/1 with lifelink. And for 4 mana, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Then we got Miasmic Mist, 3 mana, 1 and 2 black, Mayhem for 4. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. If this spell's Mayhem cost was paid, creatures your opponents control get -2/-2 until end of turn instead. So if you pay the Mayhem cost, which is 4, 1 more than the casting cost, only your opponent's creatures gets -2/-2, and yours stays the same. We've got Nil Vessel of Boggoth for 3 mana, 2/2, human villain. And when it enters, return target villain card from your graveyard to your hand. And villain spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Then we got Prison Break for 5 mana, sorcery. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on it. It also has Mayhem for 4. I'm shocked to see Mayhem. Then we got Remorseless Coop for 3 mana, instant. Put target creature on the bottom of its owner's library. You lose 2 life unless you control the villain. We got Relics, the Accursed. The Accursed. 3 mana, 2/3. Symbiote Soldier Hero with Flash and Menace. Where another non-token creature you control dies, you draw a card and lose a life. Not bad. Then we got Scorpion's Sting for 2 mana, 1 and a black, instant. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Nice. We got Scarverous Amis Crime Lord for 4 mana, 3/3. Scorpion Human Villain with Death Touch. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, target creature you control connives. Interesting. We've got the Terminus of Return. We all know what this is. This is the Soul Stone. So I'm not going to read it. Very good card, though. Then we got Tethrax, Gift of Malice. Symbiote Villain 4/5 for 5 mana. Death Touch. And for 3 mana, you can exile this card from your graveyard to put 2 1/1 counters on target creature against Death Touch until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Then we got Vigo, Enforcer of Yg's Crossing. 3 mana, 3/3. When it enters, return target creature card with mana value 1 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then for 3, 4, 5, 6, you can transform it as a sorcery to get Vizio, End of Yg's Crossing, which is a symbiote hero villain 5/5 with Menace, Trample, and Haste. When it attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, draw X cards, and you may put a permanent card with mana value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield, where X is the sacrifice creature's mana value. Nice. Let me catch up with chat here. Let me read this last card and I'll catch up on chat. You got Villainous Wraith, 5 mana, sorcery. Target opponent loses life equal to the number of creatures they control. Then destroy all creatures. Nice. All right, let me catch up with chat real quick. Hey, Draylor and Epic. Curtis, Miles. Spider-Man Omen's Path set is looking like it's going to be a mess. AMTG. Well, one thing about the set is you're not going to find this set in paper. This set right here is only going to be digital. We're not going to get this set here in paper because we cannot get the paper cards digitally made for Arena. So they're giving us this set to make up for that. Which these some pretty good cards in it. Pretty good digital cards. Like I do like this Thimerus of Return. I do like it. We got alright, now we'll continue on. We got Rikud, Midnight Hunter for 3 mana, 2/2. Insect villain with flash, flying, and mayhem. 1. Not bad. Then we got Wrench Speedway Saboteur. 5 mana, 2/3. Human rogue villain. When Wrench enters, look at the top 9 cards of target opponent's library. Exile 2 of them face down. Then put the rest on the bottom of their library in a random order. You may play the exile cards for as long as they remain exiled. Mana of any type can be spent to cast spells this way. Pretty good card. I mean, it's a 2/3 for 5 mana. But it is kind of strong though. Then we got a digital reprint of Feed the Swarm. Then we got Hex for 6 mana, 4 and 2 black. You get to destroy 6 creatures. Not bad. Digital reprint of Vernal Grasp. Opposition Agent for 3 mana, 3/2. Human Rogue with flash. You control your opponents while they searching their libraries. While the opponent is searching their library, they exile each card they find. You may play those cards for as long as they remain exiled. You may spend mana as though it was mana of any color to cast them. Very good. I like it. Then we're getting Reanimate, reprint, digital reprint. Then we're getting Saw in Half, 3 mana instant. Destroy target creature. If that creature dies this way, its controller creates 2 tokens or a copy of that creature, except the power is half that creature's power, and their toughness is half that creature's toughness, rounded up each time. Destroy target creature. If that creature dies this way, its controller creates 2 tokens or copies of that creature, except their power is half that creature's power, and their toughness is half that creature's toughness, rounded up each time. Not bad. Your opponent goes try to kill one of your creatures, you saw it in half. You lose your creature, but you get 2 copies of it. A little weaker, or tokens are a little bit weaker, but you get 2 copies of it. That's not bad, actually. That's a pretty good removal, or a pretty good way to, save your creatures by doubling them. Then we got Skythrix, the Black Dragon, Phyrexian Dragon Skeleton. 5 mana, 4/4, with flying and infect. Pay 1 black, gains haste to end a turn. Pay 2 black, regenerate. this card. That's going to be pretty good for 5 mana 4/4. Yep, Reanimate is coming back. Awesome. Too bad this ain't going to be in paper, though. Now we got the red cards. Let's see, we still got the red. And after the red, we got the green. And then after the green, I mean, they just dropped. We got the multicolors. Whew, man, this is a lot of cards to go through. I wish they'd sold these sooner. There's the artifacts. Yeah, I wish they had spoiled these a lot sooner than what they did. But yeah, these ain't going to be standard lit. I mean, they're only going to be they're going to be paper, not paper standard, but arena standard. We get Arekomania, 5 mana enchantment. The legend rule doesn't apply to spiders you control. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, you may copy it. If you do, you may choose new targets for the copy. If the copy is a permanent spell, it gains haste. Do this only once each turn. So it only targets your spiders. So you can play as many legendary spiders as you want. And you can play as many legendary spiders as you want with this one. And the legendary rule will not kick in because of this card. You got Baal, Irritable Instructor, 3 mana, 2/3. Human Villain with flying. You don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, add a red. When this battle leaves the battlefield, you may pay X. When you do, it deals X damage to target player. Nice. Then we got Cam and Prek Havoc Duo. 1 and a red 1/2. Goblin Human Villain with flying and haste. When you discard a card, Cam and Prek gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Then we got Deathflame Burst, 3 mana. Deals 4 damage to target creature. Has Mayhem for 2. Then we got Fire Brain Scheme, 1 red mana, sorcery. Choose 1. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose one of them until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. 1 or 2 target creatures each get +1/+0 and gain first strike until end of turn. Not bad. Then we got Full Throttle Fanatic, 2 mana, 3/1. Human Palette. Pay 1 tap. Target creature gains haste until end of turn. Not bad. We got Galvanized Workforce for 2 mana. Human Citizen 2/2 with Trample. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Then you can pay 6 mana, put 2 1/1 counters on this creature. Activate only as a sorcery. Then we got the Infernos, 3 mana 0/0. Elemental Villain. When Infernus enters, search your library for a basic mounting card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. The Infernus gets +1/+1 for each mountain you control. When this leaves the battlefield, you have to sacrifice a land. Oof. Kill this and lose the land. Then we got Kazo, Ruthless Rival, Human Rogue Villain, for 6 mana, 5/5. During your turn, Kazo has first strike and when it enters, he deals 2 damage to target creature and 2 damage to that creature's controller. Nice. This kind of reminds me of Avatar card, to be honest. We got Kifon Rage Incubator for 5 mana, 4 and a red 5/4 Dinosaur Villain. There you go, Tortoise. You're still here. There's a dinosaur. Anyway, it's a dinosaur villain with menace. Pay 1 and a red. Discard this card until the end of turn. Target creature you control gets +3/+1 and becomes a dinosaur in addition to its other type. Then we got Kryza. The Swarm is 1 for 2 mana, 2/1 with Riot. Other spiders you control have Riot. Spells and abilities can't be countered. Damage can't be prevented. We got Lavaborn Goblins for 5 mana. Goblin Berserker Villain with haste. Mayhem 3, 5/4. Then we got Lavabrink Repels of the Magumloth, 5 mana saga. Chapter 1, until your next turn, each creature attacks each combat if able and attacks a player other than you if able. They're going to, this card is useless to me because Chapter 1, your opponent's still going to attack you. Then Chapter 2, you had 3 red. Chapter 5, Chapter 5. Chapter 3, Chapter 2, you had 3 red. Chapter 3 is the saga deals 5 damage to each opponent. Not terrible, but the Chapter 1 is useless on this saga. Then we got Lazo, Enthusiastic Accuser for 3 mana, 2/2, human citizen. When it enters, suspect up to 1 target creature. Whenever a creature you control with menace attacks, create a treasure tokens. Nice. We got Naya, Skysail Storyteller for 2 mana, 1 and a red, 2/1, human performer hero. When it enters, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card for as long as you control this creature. Then pay 2 blue, red, white. Transform Nia. Activate only as a sorcery. It will transform into Naya, Fabled Sky Climber. Okay, this first side doesn't have nothing really. I mean, it don't have haste or nothing. And the second, but when you flip it, it turns into a spider human hero with flying, vigilance, and haste. And whenever you play a land or from exile or cast a spell from exile, put a +1/+1 counter on that. Then you remove 2 counters from Naya, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Nice. So you move 2 counters. When you move 2 counters, it gets up, and then you draw something. You play it, and then when you play it, you get a +1/+1 counter back on this creature. Only one +1/+1 counter. So you are losing a +1/+1 counter. Then we got Quent's Insight, 2 mana, 1 and a red enchantment. At the beginning of your first main phase, discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, this enchantment deals 1 damage to each opponent. Then we got Restless Razorkin, 3/3 for 3, human rogue villain with trample. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, you may exile the top card of your library. If you do, you may play that card until you exile another card with this creature. Not bad. We got Ryzen, the Spider Crown, 1 red mana, 1/2, spider human hero. Whenever you attack with 2 or more spiders, put a +1 counter on this card. Whenever Ronza deals 4 damage or more damage, exile the top card of your library until you end your next turn. You may play that card. Till the end of your next turn, you may play the exile card. Nice. Then we got Romantic Revenges. 2 mana, sorcery. Discard a card, draw 2 cards. Then we got Sadistic String Puller for 4 mana, 4/3 with Mayhem 2. Then we got Shock's getting a reprint. Skitterling Kidding for 1 red mana, 1/1. Spider Cat Hero with haste. Discard a card, sacrifice this creature, draw a card. You got Wardens of Sibler Web Summit. 3 mana, 2/3. Spider Human Hero with Reach. Whenever Wardens of Silverweb Summit becomes tapped, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Not bad. We got Wisecrack for 3 mana, 2 and a red. Instant. Target creature deals damage equal to its power to itself. If a creature is attacking, Wisecrack deals 2 damage to that creature's controller. Nice. Then we got Goblin Bombardments. I think that's a reprint for 2 mana, 1 in red. Enchantment, sacrifice a creature. This enchantment deals 1 damage to any target. Could be wrong on that being a reprint. Then we got Naja, the Blade Blossom, 3 mana, 3/2. Human Warrior. When it attacks, you may have its controller create a 1/1 white warrior creature token that's tapped and attacking. Then you pay 1 of each color to untap all attacking creatures. They gain trample, lifelink, and haste until end of turn. Then after this phase ends, there's an additional combat phase, activate only during combat. Not bad. We got Relentless Assault, 4 mana, sorcery. Untap all creatures that attacked this turn. After this main phase, there's an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. 2 cards, 2 red cards that gives extra attacks. Interesting. We got Savage Beating, 5 mana instant. Cast this spell only during combat on your turn. Choose 1. Creatures you control gain double strike until end of turn. Or untap all creatures you control after this phase. There's an additional combat phase. Then it also has Entwine for 1 in a red. Another double combat card. So that's 3 cards back to back that gives double combat. This one provides tokens. But you play Uber, you can flip this. I'm not flip it, but you can get another combat. Pay 4, you get another combat. Savage Beating gives another combat. Then we're getting they put Shock on her twice. They got it down here and they got it up here. You gonna rip us off of card arena? Then you got Thrill Possibility. We all know what this does. Unexpected Windfall for 4 mana. Instant, as additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card. Draw 2 cards and create 2 treasure tokens. Then Winds of Change for 1 red mana. Each player shuffles the cards from their hand into their library, then draws that many cards. Each player shuffles cards from their hand. So you don't get your graveyard to shuffle back into your deck, but you get your hand to shuffle back into your deck. And draw cards equal to the amount of cards you had in your hand. Not bad, not terrible. Now, there's all the red, so now let's go to green. Oh, man, there's a lot of dang on cards to look at. Why did you do it like this, Wizards? Could have been looking at these spoilers earlier. I know they're all digital, but still. Anyway, we got Ancestral Carvings for 3 mana, 2 and a green artifact. When this artifact enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal up to 2 creature cards from among them. Put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Or you can pay 1 tap, sacrifice this artifact, create a treasure token. Not bad, actually. We got Chizat, Apex, Arachnosaur, 6 mana, 6/6. Spider Dinosaur Hero with Reach, Trample, and Ward 2. Then we get the Cluster Cutter, the Clutter Cluster. For 1 and a green, 2/3 Spider Hero with Inweb for 6. When it enters, if they were cast using Inweb, you gain 3 life and create 2/1 green spider creature tokens with Reach. Then we got Grand Undercity Dreamer for 1 green, 1/2 creature, Human Citizen Hero. When it enters, you put a 1/1 counter on each of the up to 2 target creatures. And then for 6 mana, 3 red, green, and a white, you can transform it into Zarn of the Spider Brood. Spider Human Hero 4/3 with First Strike and Haste. Pay 2. Put a 1/1 counter on Kryn, and he gains Hexproof and becomes colorless until end of turn. Then whenever you attack, double the number of each kind of counter on each spider and legendary creature you control. Not bad. We still got quite a ways to go. Here it is, 310. We haven't done nothing on Arena except for going over these cards. And Cruel Kara calls for 2 mana, 1 and a green, Cat Villain. For 3 mana, this creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. Not bad. Then for 3 mana, we get Cendric Archaeologist, Human Advisor 2/3. You tap it, add a mana, so it's a mana dork. Or you pay 3, tap it, and put a +1/+1 counter on target spider. Activate only as a sorcery. Does not target itself. Then we got Fate Weaver for 1 green mana, creature, spider, 1/1. With Reach and Death Touch. And for 2, sacrifice this creature, search your library for a Spider Hero card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Activate only as a sorcery. Not too bad. Then we got Favored Fighter. For 4 mana, 4/4. Human Warrior Performer. When this creature enters, create a treasure token. When this creature can't be blocked by more than 1 creature, so only 1 creature can block it, and it's a 4/4. Not bad. Then we got Grow Extra Arms, 2 mana, instant. So it costs 1 less to cast if it targets a spider. Target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. Not too bad. We got King of Cold Blood Curse. 4 mana 5/5 lizard villain with trample. The King of Cold Blood Curse enters. Up to one other target creature loses all abilities and becomes a green lizard creature with base power and toughness 4/4. And this is a 5/5. So you turn one of your opponent's creatures into a 4/4. And this card here can block it. Or you turn one of your little mana dorks into a basic 4/4 lizard with no abilities. Then we got Lurking Lizard for 2 mana. Lizard Villain 1/3 with trample. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Then we get Horus, Last of Web Lords for 5 mana 3/5. Spider Human Advisor with reach. And then at the beginning of combat on your turn, target spider you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. That's not too bad. Then we got Perilous Lunge, 3 mana, sorcery. Put a +1 counter on target creature you control. It fights target creature opponent controls. So it's a fight spell for 3 mana. Then we got Rouse the Swarm for 4 mana, 3 and a green enchantment. When this enchantment enters, create a 2/1 green spider creature token with reach. Then you gain life for each spider you control. Then spiders you control get +1/+1 and can't be blocked by creatures with Defender. Alright. Yep. Then we got the Scouring Storm Soul. 3 mana, star. Sand Elemental Villain. When Scouring Storm Soul's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. The Scouring Soulstorm can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Pay 5 mana, return this card, and target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Nice. What's up, DT? Fits. Then we got Scout the City for 2 mana, sorcery. Choose 1. Look around or bring down. Look around, mill 3 cards. You may put a permanent card from among them into your hand and gain 3 life. Bring down, destroy target creature with flying. Not terrible. And this is all digital cards. None of this is going to be in paper. It's all going to be on Arena because we're not able to get Spider-Man on Arena. And they are like the Spider-Man. Some of them are like Spider-Man. And that's the reason, but that's the reason why we're getting these instead of Spider-Man, unfortunately. Because Spider-Man's only paper. Anyway, for 4 mana, we get this card right here. I could have swore I'd done seen this card somewhere. Oh, yeah, I did. Anyway, it enters, return target creature called mana value 4 or greater from your graveyard to your hand, or exile artifact or enchantment. Still a good card, still a great card. You got Strength of Will for 2 mana. Till the end of turn, target creature you control gains a destructible, and whenever this creature is dealt damage, you put that many 1/1 counters on it. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. I like this card. Then we got Supportive Parents, 3 mana, 3/3. Human Citizen. Tap 2 untapped creatures you control to add 1 mana of any color. Not bad. Then we got Taratust Unwisely Awoken, 2 mana, 2/2. Legendary creature, Spider Boar Hero. When this card enters, create a food token. Then other spiders, boars, bats, bears, birds, cats, dogs, frogs, jackals, lizards, mice, otters, rabbits, raccoons, rats, squirrels, turtles, and wolves you control get +1/+1. Whew, that's a mouthful right there on that dang on card. Then we got Terrific Team Up. 4 mana instant. This spell costs 2 less to cast if you control a permanent with mana value 4 or greater. 1 or 2 target creature you control each get +1/+0 until end of turn. They each deal damage equal to the power 2 target creature an opponent controls. Nice. Then we're getting Through the Omen Path for 8 mana enchantment with Convoke. At the beginning of combat on your turn, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield, then put the rest on the bottom of the library in a random order. For 8 mana, this enchantment is. So for 8 mana, you get Through the Omen Path. Then after you do that, you can start casting free creatures. Not bad. Then we get a Trail of Teacups. 4 mana saga. Chapter 1, you mill 5. When you do, the saga deals damage equal to the greatest power among creatures cards in your graveyard to target creature. Not bad. Chapter 2, target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Chapter 3, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Not terrible. Then we got Zan Tunnelweb Explorer, 5 mana 4/3 with End Web for 3. Spider Human Hero. When it enters, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Not bad. Not bad at all. How much more green we got? 1, 2 more rows of green. Whew. Man, that's a lot of cards. Then we got Archaeologist, 3 mana, 2 and a green instant. Create X 1/2 green spider creature tokens with reach, where X is the number of creatures attacking you. Then prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn by non-spider creatures. Not bad. Then we got Arasta of Endless Web. 4 mana, 3/5 legendary enchantment creature spider with reach. Whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/2 green spider creature token with reach. That's not bad, actually. Every time your opponent casts an instant or sorcery, you're getting a creature. Then we got Beast Within. This is a real card. It's a reprint. Digital reprint. I have this card, reason why I said that. Destroy a permanent, and its controller of the permanent gets to create a 3/3 beast token. Heroic Intervention, which is another digital reprint, which is in paper. Permanents you control gain hexproof, indestructible until end of turn. That's what Heroic Intervention does. Then we got one more row of green digital cards. We got Hunter's Insight for 3 mana, instant. Choose target creature you control whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player or a planeswalker. This turn, draw that many cards. Nice. We got Parallel Lives, which is a reprint. This is a digital copy of a reprint. With Parallel Lives for 4 mana enchantment, the effect would create 1 or more tokens under your control. It creates twice that many of those tokens instead. Nice. Then we got Silk Guard for X and a green instant. Put X 1/1 counters on each of up to X target creatures you control. Auras, equipment, and modify creatures you control gain hexproof until end of turn. Nice. Then we got Tangle for 2 mana. Instant. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. Each attacking creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. So you can turn your opponent's next attack phase from the next turn. You can stop them from attacking you that turn. Awesome. And you're not only that, you're preventing all combat damage. Very good card. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more rolls to go for the multicolors. Ooh. Man, this is a lot. But all these cards are going to be digital. They're going to be on Arena. I was hoping they was going to spoil them, but heck, as long as it took them, I was getting worried there for a minute. All right, first of all, we got Eleni Brood Recruiter for 2 green-white, 3/5. Spider Human Hero within web for 1 green and a white. So 1 less. And whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 1/1 green and white human citizen creature token. Then pay 5, 3 green on white. Creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain vigilance until end of turn. Not bad. This is a 3/5. Pretty good. You got Alezos and Prize Acrobats. 5 mana, 3 and green and white, 4/4. Spider Human Hero within web for 3, 1 green white. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control and gains flying until end of turn. Not bad. Then we got Angler's Shield for blue, white, and 2. Equipment. When it enters, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card for each modified creature you control, equipped for 2. Not bad. Not a bad equipment at all. Wish it had green in it though, but it's blue and white. Then we got Boris the Spider Rider. 1 red and a green. Spider Human Hero in web for a green and a white. I mean, not white, for a green and a red with trample. If Boros was casting using in web, he enters with X 1/1 counters on him, where X is the mana value of the return creature. Nice. Very, very nice. Then we got Braco, Heartless Hunter. 1 green black, 4/3, human warrior villain with trample. Whenever a creature an opponent controls with the greatest power among creatures that player controls dies, draw a card and then put a 1/1 counter on Braco. Not bad. Then we got Carlo, Suave Schemer. 3 mana, 1 blue black, 2/3. Human rogue villain with menace. Whenever another villain you control enters, Carlo connives. Let me get me a drink of tea. I've been talking a lot. Man, talking about talking. There's a lot of talking here. We've got Cheering Crowd for 2 mana, 1 red or green, 2/2. So 2 mana for this human citizen. Then at the beginning of each player's first main phase, that player may put a 1/1 counter on this creature. If they do, add a colorless for each counter on it. Nice. Then Karen, Brain Spinner for 4 mana, 3 blue or white, 3/2, Spider Human Hero. During your turn, it gains flying And when it enters, search your library for aura or equipment. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. Not bad. Then we got Crash Reckless Endrider for 3 mana. 2, a blue or red. 2/3. Mutant Villain. Legendary. Beginning of your first main phase, you may discard a card. If you do, target creature can't be blocked this turn, and whenever a creature opponent controls dies, it deals 1 damage to that player. You got Dima, Soul of a Spider. For 2 mana, 1 in a green or white, 2/2. Human Performer. Whenever a spider you control enters, draw a card. It only triggers once per turn. Then we got Decerix, Gift of Servitude. 2 black, red, 4/3. Symbiote Villain with Trample. And when it enters, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains this creature attacks each combat if able, and when this creature deals combat damage to a player, sacrifice it. This card also has Mayhem for a red and a black. Then we got Diligence Web Keepers for 5 mana, 4 green or white, 4/3. Spider Hero. This creature enters, it put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Not bad. Not bad for 5 mana. Whew. Then we got a Star 4 creature for 3 mana, 1 red green. Human Warrior Villain with Vigilance. Its power is equal to the greatest mana value of permanents you control. We got Drillith, or River of the Hive, for Simic, green blue, 1/1. Human Scientist Villain with Trample. Where you cast a creature spell with mana value equal to its power, copy that spell, except the copy isn't legendary. Then put a 1/1 counter on Drillith. Not bad. Third time you cast a creature spell, you get to copy the spell. Then get Gallant Citizen for 2 mana, 1 for a green, or 2 greens or 2 whites, 1/1. When it enters, draw a card. You got Gloria, the Great Armorer, 1 in Boros, 3/3. So 3 mana, Boros. Spider, Human Hero. When you attack, put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature. Whatever modified creature you control deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Not too bad. And for Johnny and Hoppy, Roof Skippers for a green and a white 2/2. Spider, Human Hero. During your turn, Johnny and Hoppy has flying. And when Johnny and Hoppy leaves the battlefield, create a 1/1 green and white human citizen creature token. And then we got Carrero Mind Bitten, 2 blue black 4/4. Spider, Human Hero, legendary. You may have it enter as a copy of any creature card in a graveyard, except it has Carvel's Mind Bitten, and he's a 4/4 Spider, Human Hero, in addition to its other types. When you do, exile that card. You got Kinvey Orb Weaver with Menace, and when it enters, you may discard a card. If you do, you put a 1/1 counter on him. It also has Mayhem for a black or a red. Then we got Knife Trick, which I think that think we already have. I think we still have this, and I think we have this in standard already. Could be wrong, but anyway, 1 in a black. Additional cast this, discard a card, or pay 2 more to cast it. Deals 3 damage to target creature. Oh man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 5 more to go. Ooh. Okay. Then we got Kumangazu, the Watchful. 5 mana, 3 white, blue, 4/4. Spider hero with vigilance. And when it enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Then, when a modified creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you get to draw a card. We got Leyline Weaver, 1 green or red, 2/2. Spider Avatar with reach. Tap it for a mana of green or red. When you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, untap it. And we got MacD and Talia, Sky Snarers. 1 white or blue, 2/2. Spider human hero with flying. Artifacts and creatures your opponents control enter tapped. You got Margot on the case. Human detective hero, 1/1. Double strike, can't be blocked. 3 mana, 1 white blue. 1/1 that can't be blocked, that has double strike, pretty good. Mob Lookout, 2 mana, 1 blue or black, 0/3. When this enters, target creature you control connives. Nietzsche Pinnacle Para, 7 mana, 4/8, 5 blue black. All the villains gets +2/+2, and your maximum hand size is 8. At the end of your end step, if you have fewer than 8 cards in your hand, draw cards equal to the difference. So you're always going to have 8 cards instead of 7. Nice. The new and semi-career criminals for 3 black red, 3/3. Goblin human villain, flying death touch. When it attacks, discard a card and draw a card for each card you discarded this turn. And on us, Horizon Splicer. 5 mana, 3 black white. 3 black white, 4/4. Human scientist villain. When it enters, you exile up to 1 target non-land permanent, up to 1 target non-land permanent from a graveyard. When it dies, put them on the bottom of its owner's library. If you do, return the exile cards to the owner's hands. Nice. Enters exile 1 to yep. You got Rhino's Rampage. 1 for a green or a red sorcery. When your creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn, fights target creature and opponent controls with excess damage dealt this way. To that creature opponent controls this way, destroy up to 1 target non-creature artifact with mana value 3 or less. Which one you're talking about? That's disgusting. This one right here, yeah, could be. Sorry, I ain't been keeping up in chat. Just so much reading. So much reading. I mean, this is a full set. Trash product made by trash people. Rishi Getaway Accomplice for 6 mana, 5 blue or black, 4/6. Human artificer villain with flying. Whenever it attacks, other villains you control gain flying until end of turn. Pretty busted for 6 mana. Don't know if it's going to get played or not, cause 6 mana. And for 3 mana, 1 red, 1 and 2 red, or 1 and 2 black, you get this 5/4 Goblin villain. Then at the beginning of your upkeep, discard a card, then create a treasure token as Mayhem for 3. We got Scars of the Earth Spider for Uber. Spider Human Hero with Flying, First Strike, Trample, Lifelink, and Haste. Then at the beginning of your combat on your turn, other spiders you control gain Flying, First Strike, Trample, Lifelink, and Haste until end of turn. One, two more rows of multicolored. We got Skies, the Argumenter for 3 mana, 2 black or blue, 2/4. Symbiote Spider Hero. When this creature deals combat damage to a player, look at that many cards from the top of your library, put one of them into your hand and the rest in your graveyard. Then we got for 3 mana, exile this card from your graveyard, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains this card's other abilities, actually only as a sorcery. Then we got Terrell Entropic Hunger for 4 mana, 2 blue, black, 3/1. Vampire Scientist Villain with Flying, Vigilance, and Lifelink. And then for a blue and a black, you exile this card from your graveyard. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand, the rest in the bottom of your library in random order. It's 3/1, not bad for the effect that it does. You got old Harris, the Storm Spinner for Izzet, blue and a red, 2/3. You can't cast Urus, the Storm Splitter, during your first, second, or third turns of the game. So, it'll be your 4th turn when you can cast this. Has double strike and vigilance. Then at the beginning of your end step, if you've played a land or cast a spell this turn from anywhere other than your hand, this card deals damage equal to that power to any targets. You got Wither, Cocoon Keeper for 7 mana, 5 white and a black, 5/5. Human Villain with Vigilance and Lifelink. When Wither enters, you may exchange life totals with target opponent. If you lost life this way, draw that many cards. We got Wonder Weave Aerialist, 2 mana, 2 white or 2 blue, 2/2. Spider Human Hero with Ward 2. It has Flying as long as it's modified, which means equipped or countered on it. Execute, I can't pronounce that first word. Predation Shadow with 3 red, green, 6/7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for 7 mana, you get to 6/7 Human Villain with Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. When it attacks, if you cast a spell with bounty value 4 or greater this turn, draw a card. Then you got Alabu, Ancient Witness, 5 mana, 4/5. Golem. It's a golem. And other artifact creatures you control have haste. And whenever one or more artifact creatures you control attack, Alabu deals X damage to any target. You scry X, where X is the number of tapped artifacts you control. Then we got Terminate for a black and a red. Destroy target creature, it can't be regenerated. And then we are done with the multicolors. Now we got artifacts. And then we'll just glance over the land here. That is it. Artifacts of land is all we got left. Whew, man. Then we got Chatula Saddle for 1 mana. Equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and is a spider hero in addition to its other types. Equipped for 3. Let me grab me a drink real quick. Alright, next we got Carriage of Dreams, 3 mana, 4/3 vehicle. Whenever this vehicle attacks, you may pay a blue mana. When you do, another target attacking creature can't be blocked this turn. Crew for 2. What's up, D. Lawson? Then we got Data Scrubber for 3 mana, 2/1. Human Robot Villain. When this creature enters, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. Target creature you control connives. We got Eerie Gravestone for 2 mana artifact. When this artifact enters, draw a card. Pay 1 or black, sacrifice this artifact, mill 4 cards. You may put a creature card from among them into your hand. Then we got Air 9 Viral Node for 4 mana, 3/3 Robot Villain. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target non-equipment artifact you control becomes an artifact creature, waste fire, and toughness 3/3. And until end of turn, untap it. So it turns non-creature, turns target non-equipment artifact into a 3/3 creature. Not bad. You got Fritrix Ethereum Mechanic, 3 mana, 2/3 Spider Hero with Vigilance. You tap it, put a 1/1 counter on each artifact creature and or vehicle you control. Pay 2, remove 2 1/1 counters from among artifacts you control to draw a card. Not bad. Then you got Giant Craft Helm, 1 mana equipment. Whenever a creature you control with mana value 5 or greater enters, you may attach this equipment to it. Equipped creature gets +4/+4. Equipped for 5. Then we got Girl Rail Scourge, 2 spiders, 2 mana, 2/1 Human Villain. And when it deals damage to a spider, you can destroy that creature. Pay 6, exile this card from your graveyard, create 2 tap 1/1 colorless robot artifact creature tokens with flying. And we got Pulent Valet, 3 mana. Artifact creature construct. 1/1 costs 3 mana to cast it, flying. And when it enters, you create a 1/1 green white human creature token. So you get power. So you get 2 power for the total cost of 3 mana. Next we got Perfected Pastry for 1 mana artifact food. Pay 1 white, sacrifice it to put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature, draw a card, effect on that sorcery. Or you pay 2, tap it, and sacrifice it, and gain 3 life and draw a card. Then we got Phenomenon Recorder for 1 mana artifact. When this artifact enters, it enters with 3 film counters on it. Pay 2, tap, remove a film counter from this artifact, copy target activated or triggered ability you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. Then we got Reality Fulcrum for 4 mana artifact. When this artifact enters, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. You can tap this at 2 mana of any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast spells from exile. Oh, nice. You got Sculpting Spider Coach for 3 mana, 3/3 vehicle with trample. Wherever this vehicle attacks or blocks, it gets +1/+1 to end a turn for each spider you control, and crew it for 2. Then we got Steel Web Surveyor for 2 mana, 2/1 Spider Robot Scout with reach. When this creature enters, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, then shuffle and put that card on top. Nice. Then we got Stitcher's Wings for 3 mana artifact equipment. Equip for 2, mayhem for 2. When this equipment enters, if it was cast from your graveyard, attach it to target creature you control. The equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has flying and haste. Then we got Temple Trap for 5 mana. Artifact. When this artifact enters, it deals 5 damage to target creature. Then you pay 1 in a red, discard, destroy target artifact. So you pay 1 in a red, discard it to destroy your artifact. Or you pay the 5 mana to cast it. To do 5 damage to target creature. Then we got Treat Trolley for 3 mana. When this artifact enters, create a food token. Tap it to add a mana of any color. Then we got Vine Woven Chariot for 2 mana, artifact vehicle. When this creature enters, you may pay a green. If you do, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Has crew for 2. Costs 2, and it's a 3/1. Then we got 1 new, I think only 1. Now we got 2 tri-lands, 2 new tri-lands. We got Fearsome Ridgeline, which is for 1 mana, give one of your legendaries Menace. Pay 1, get a mana of a color. Otherwise, it only taps for a colorless. Multiversal Passage. When it enters, you choose a land. You may pay 2 life. You do it. You may pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters tapped. So kind of a shock land for monocolored. Then we're getting some Surveil lands. 4 mana, you get to Surveil. We get Urban Retreat and Exclusive Nightclub as a new tri-lands. Then we're getting Vibrant Cityscape. Sack this land, search your library for basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle. And oh man. Passage. Yeah, it looks like it'd be good. Mana fixes. Oh my goodness. We are finally done. That was a lot of cards. I don't know how many cards is in this. But jeez. That was a lot of digital cards that we went through. And now my voice is hurting because of it. It took us 2 hours to go through all these cards. Almost 2 hours. And I still think they should have spoiled these along with the Spider-Man cards. Just because, yeah, these are digital. But, you know, I mean, it'd be pretty good. Yeah, it's probably 230s. And we just went through every single card pretty much since I started the stream. And I am not going to go back and count how many there is. Way too many cards. Man, that was a lot of cards. Now I'm trying to go hoarse from talking so much. I'm reading all those cards. Dag blanket. Yeah, I went from here all the way down, reading every single card. We are getting another digital reprint of Leyline Binding. 9 Lives is coming back to a standard. We need another card besides 9 lives, because 9 lives, if it leaves the battlefield, you're dead. Need something to keep it from getting counters. Then you're set. Alright. Anyway, that's the set. Omen Pass. And, oh man. But you can go here to see the cards. Or you could go or you could type this website right here out to get to see the cards for yourself. It's gonna be 9 lives is going to be standard legal when cause it's in the cause this is the new cards. I mean, it's not the new cards. It's not the paper cards. It's the digital cards that we're getting. This is the digital cards that we're getting through the Omen Path cards. And 9 lives is in it. So 9 lives will be standard again. Right now it's only in historic. But we are getting it again and through the Omen Pass. But right now it's not legal in standard. Oh man. They extended to Yargle Day they extended it to the 12th. Man. Alright. Oh man. I was not planning on doing that. Was not planning on doing the spoilers. Oh, I'm gonna try to play some games. I may not talk much the rest of the stream because my throat's hurting now. I'm talking so much. That's more talking than I usually do in a stream. Reading all those dang on cards. Wait a minute, let me see if I get a cough drop. That might help my throat. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, 9 lives is not legal yet. All right. I still want to try this. Make sure y'all leave a like on the stream. I'd very much appreciate it. That was a lot of reading that I did. Just one. Dang blanket. There's a land. Guess you're going to kill that? No? Yeah, we're dead. Yeah. Dag blanket.
Dag blanket.
Man. I know I do need to work on this deck. You can use that one time, opponent. One time. Well, we got a 3-3 now. I don't know how long I'll be streaming. Oh. That ain't good. Hopefully we'll get us a land here. Ooh. Oh, I see. Look at that, and have land untapped. Oh, great. Give him a trample. Hmm. 4-8 now. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Oh, this is going to hurt. Ow, ow. Hmm. Missed. So close to getting our combo. Yeah, we're dead. They got trampled. Block here. Yeah. We're dead. But yeah, 9 lives is not standard legal. But it will be once we get the new when Spider-Man comes out. It'll be legal and standard again. Just on Arena though. It'll only be legal only on Arena. Because it's getting a reprint. I don't think it'll be legal on paper. Probably should have played my tap land. I think we'll play this. Two. Man. This is going to hurt. Yeah, we are so dead. Yeah. We cannot survive this. No. They got too many creatures. Let's try a different deck. This deck needs, it's failure. It's a failure deck. Can get it to work. It's just the idea I had. No, ideas don't always work. This one will work. Yeah, well, we do have removal, which is pretty good. That ain't good. They can return. I think this is probably a Jay Villain deck, 'cause I remember him playing with this card here. Now we got us a blocker. Watch them have removal though. Wow, no removal? No removal. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play that. Why not? Oh, we hit Erase the Past. It's pretty good. Nasty Bots. Okay. Nowhere to run on our 3-2. Nowhere to run. On the 3-2. Mill them. Yep. All right, Demolition Field. We'll put this on you. Milling you. That's ain't good. See how many they got in their deck. Graveyard. 16 in the graveyard. Man. Ow. We couldn't even cast a board wipe if we wanted to right now. Dag Blaggett. 18 in their deck. $19. Keep going. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they got me because they're going to keep these, sack all their creatures, and take us down.
Dag Blaggett.
Exactly. Dag Blaggett. Alrighty. Couldn't mill them fast enough. Oh, really? This is a pretty dang on bad hand. This is better. Hold up, nowhere to run. Hopefully, see if they probably bounce this back to her hand. Nope. Good. Okay. Guess we'll play this tap. Tap outs. Hill 5. Okay, like this. Like this. Play this. It will mill 2. Next creature they play, we will kill it. That's fine. Ooh. No blocks. Guess we'll play this. This. No. Oh, great. Hmm. All right, we'll block it this time. Then after we block it, we'll get our do our exhaust. After we do our exhaust, they lose the game. Well, I was going to block it. Oh man, that's lethal. Dang, blag it.
Dead blooded.
So close. So dang gone close. One more turn and we would have won that. I can't believe we're getting 9 lives back in standard. But we are. All right. Can we get what we need? Can we get 4 lands for this? Can we get 5 lands for this? Opponent goes first. All right, we got Essence Scatter held up. Put it in a tap. Nope, it's not special guest because that was only arena cards I was looking at. Because those are digital cards only. I don't think it'd give us a special guest in on Arena. Ay, 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 ay. That kind of hurts right there. If only we had to land. There, get you all your land there. Hit us for 7. Oh, too bad we can't put this down. We can block. Dag blag it. That's what we get for not getting lands. Can we get a land? Give me a land party, please. I said give me a dang on land now. Discard a card, what? Oh, I'm down too many cards in my hand. Ha 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 ha. That is old. That hurts. Dang. Dag blag it. It looks like I'm having issues today. Can't get nothing to work. All right. Heck. Let's just play a white or Hope to the Second Sun deck. I don't think it's the bonus sheet, to be honest, because, I mean, I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong. I could be wrong. But I don't think they're going to give us any bonus sheets or anything like that because of it being digital only cards. I mean, these cards that have went over are not going to be made in paper. They are not going to be in paper. We just leveled up. Nice. We got our 15 games done. Now we only got one more level to level up and get us a pack of foundations. And let me check something real quick here. We got 165. I still ain't got enough gems to get this. And not buying no gems. But yeah, all these cards I went over is going to be digital only. So I wouldn't think that they're going to be bonus sheets or anything like that. Oh, okay, so they are bonus sheets. All right, that is kind of ridiculous. Because the simple fact is, they are not. They're supposed to represent Spider-Man, because we're not able to get Spider-Man on Arena. And by us not being able to get Spider-Man on Arena, why give us cards like that for? Don't make no sense to me. I mean, I'm just saying. Hey, you'd think that it wouldn't be like that. They're probably got a counter. They are running blue. Yep, I figured that. That's fine with me, opponent. That means it's going to be hard for us to play Approach of the Second Sun. I agree. Alright, we get to draw and we get to land. I mean, I agree. I mean, it's not a good set. I agree. I mean, personally, I think we should get, you know, I wish we could get Spider-Man. But, you know, but we're not going to get it. You want to destroy that in two? All right. Huh. Let's try it. Oh, no counter. No counter. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, we should get Spider-Man cards. I've always said that we should get, if they can't give us the set that's coming out in standard, then they should give us, you know, the Spider-Man cards. And if they can't give us the Spider-Man cards, they shouldn't be, you know, put Spider-Man in standard, period. I mean, I'm just saying. That's what it should be. Now, I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with the set at all. But what can we do? I mean, the only thing we can do is quit playing their game. That's the only thing we can do. But we don't. But you know, if you enjoy Magic the way I do, then you don't want to do that. Try and pull their counters out of their hand. Oh well. They really are digging, ain't they? Ha 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 ha. They're playing the same thing. But who can do it first? I'm trying to play Approach the Second Sun against me. Opponent, your Approach the Second Sun did not work. Oh, that was good. I mean, I agree. I mean, there ain't many good cards. There's a few cards that I'm interested in. But other than that, I mean, I still feel like we're being cheated. As arena players, I feel like we're being cheated. I really do. I mean, not everybody's got the money to go out and buy 4 cards. If they want, then that, 4 cards of a set if they want to play the cards. I mean, it's just, crazy because of not being able to do it. I mean, we like Magic. We want to play Magic, but when we don't get, or not able to get the cards because they cost so much, we go to the next best thing, which is Arena. And how can we go to Arena when the cards ain't even going to be on Arena? I mean, we like the game and everything. Exactly, Miles. You see my point right there. You see my point right there. See, that's my point right there. I mean, I think we're going to lose this. We got 4 or 5 lands. We need 7 to even. Oh, Genesis Wave. Yeah. I think we lost this. Maybe. We might survive. But I seriously doubt it. We need 2 lands. No blocks. Okay, play you. Sack you. Put counters on you. No attacks. We block and sack if we can, and hopefully we'll survive. Oh my gosh. 20? Tell me getting 20 creatures, that'll help. That'll actually help us. Because they'll all come in tapped, and when they come in tapped, that's a bunch of life we're getting right here. Is that 19 creatures? No, there's 2 more. $33 lands. Woo. Trample and haste. And flying.
Dead blooded.
Dang gone elf ball. I guess you want to call it elf ball. Man, I do play Paper Commander, but it's cause it's a little cheaper than having to play Standard. Because in Standard, you have to have 3 to 4 cards of a card in order for the deck to be any good. However, Commander, you only need 1 copy of a card. That's why I prefer Commander over Standard. But as far as playing Standard, there ain't no way I can afford to play any Standard. I mean, it's just, darn right ridiculous. I mean, you have to save your money just to get a card or 2. I mean, you can go up on, and just like the Soul Stone. Oh man, Thoughtseize? Dang, Black, there goes our Approach to the Second Sun. Or a Farewell. Probably Approach to the Second Sun. Because that's our win con. I knew it. So now we're going to try to mill them a little bit. Dag Blaggett. Counter. Here comes the counter, because there's a stick. I knew it. But this game does get it does get costly. But I do like playing the game though. What you gonna do, opponent? I know they got a counter up. Otherwise, they wouldn't have attacked. Knew it. Arrgh. Well, shoot. We'll try this again. There goes our farewell. Of course. I knew it. Try this again. Try it again. Daggone it. So let's get us a shuffle here. Yeah, you probably got something there. No blocks. Alright, we're in trouble here. Really? Daggone it. Give me a dang gone board wipe. Board wipe, pretty please. Really? Can't even play nothing. Can't play this unless you have a card to discard. Got removal in our deck. Can't draw none. I bet you we draw lands this time. Might as well. To counter this, we're going to scoop. Yeah. Dang, blanket.
Dag blanket.
You know, it looks like nothing's wanting to work tonight. Today, this afternoon. Guess I'm having an off day. Dag blanket. Morning was a great stream. This afternoon stream. Not want to do nothing. Not want to work. All right, let's try this again. Hopefully they don't make us discard our win con here. Hopefully they draw another card so we can get some lands. Another thing, we're not ever going first either. We cannot go first. Roxa. Got to discard a dang gone card. Dang blanket. Get our land. Take care of Judith next. I don't think they're going to attack with Judith. Really? Wow. All right. Exile Judith. Daggone it. Oh. Well, shoot. Come on now. Give me a land party, please. Land? So I gain 7 life? Thank you. Now we're at 12. Bad part about this, we have a creature in our graveyard and we're getting ready to bring it back. Yep. We don't have to get the land. That. Flying. Back down to 7 again. If we block, we take 1 damage. Oh, never mind. Daggone it. Well, that gets us a little closer to our win con. That don't help. No! Dag blaggit. Well, we might as well do this now. Dag blaggit. We hit their dang on creature thing. They can bring one of the Crocs is in now. Since we milled them. And we're going to go ahead and give it to them. None of these decks, nothing's working today. I mean, this standard, I mean, I was happy to see the new cards. Don't get me wrong. I've been waiting on the new cards, but they waited too long. They waited so long for the cards to come out. 'Cause I guess they didn't want to spoil them with the Spider-Man cards, and I just don't agree with the dang on set. I don't think the set is like Spider-Man at all, to be honest. That's just my opinion about it. Could be wrong, but you know, not 100% for sure. Alright, can we get another land? That would be awesome if we get our fourth land. Oh! Well, we got a fourth land, but we got to play something different. We'll just get rid of all of these. And they get to draw a card and they scoop. The End's such a great card. Now, it ain't no good in Commander. Oh, we got enough to get our pack now. I mean, it just ain't. Well, yeah, I did get these, but am I pleased with the set? Not really. I guess because I had my hopes up to play the Spider-Man. It's probably the reason why I'm like this. And you take somebody that's a new player, they go up to the game, to the LGS, when Spider-Man comes out. If they don't keep up with the Magic news, which they probably don't, and they'll see the Spider-Man, then they hear about Arena. So you know, automatically they're going to think, oh yeah, Arena. You get Spider-Man cards on Arena and play Spider-Man on Arena for free? Heck yeah. Let's go download the Arena and play some Spider-Man. That's not going to happen. Because Spider-Man is not going to be on Arena. That's going to be a big disappointment to the new players. Which I understand they could not get the Spider-Man on Arena and everything. But still, it's pretty bad on that because, you know, they should have not released the cards if they could not give a Spider-Man. I mean, that's just my opinion about it. And it's kind of ridiculous, you know, in a way, if you think about it. I mean, why give us paper cards? You can't give us the Arena cards, which is supposed to go along with the paper. That, I don't understand. Raging Battle Mouse. Okay. Well, shoot, I was hoping to get a land, but did not get one. Because, you know, I like playing Magic. I really do. I advise anybody to play a Magic. War Leader's Call. Well, shoot. Alright, can we get a land? So we can play a creature. Ow. No land. No land. I bet you it's going to be no land. We won't land. What did I say? What did I say? Not. Marina's not letting me get nothing. Dag blanket. Give me a dang gone land. Yeah, our opponent's probably going to beat us here because we're not getting land. Can't get land whatsoever. Yeah, our opponent's getting everything they need. No. 5, 6, 7 damage right there. We ain't even played not one creature. I don't think. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, we might have played one. Yeah, we played one creature. That's all we could play. Yeah. I'm thinking about... Yeah, there ain't no way we're going to win this now. Down to 4. They got a 5-4, 2 2-3s, and a 2-2. Yeah. Ain't no way. And they're getting ready to play something else. Yeah. And we still didn't draw land. Wow. Alright, Arena, you're getting on my nerves. Dag blanket.
Dag blanket.
Give me my dang gone lands. I mean, playing paper is fun, but can get expensive. It can be expensive. All right, we got 2 lands. Can we draw more lands? Of course, we're going second. We just love going second in every dang on game. Always on the draw. I think we can handle one. I think we can handle getting hit by 1. That ain't good. Alright, let's see. This will take 2. Play 1. Alright. Maybe we can stand a chance here. Okay. Daggone it. Play another creature now. think we'll play this. Play this. Play our creatures next turn. And we'll hold up. Glunking. And then they scoop. Alright. They got the crappy end of that game that time. Alright. Dang on it, it's 5 o'clock. We done been streaming for 3 hours. 3 long hours. Dog's going crazy. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta run outside. I gotta go get a package real quick. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about that. It's a package for my father-in-law. You gotta watch out for those porch pirates. Those porch pirates will take your stuff. Alright. See if we can get 2 more games done. Yeah, reading those dang on digital cards. Whew. Wear you down. I'm interested in those some of those digital cards, but mostly I'm not. But you know, we'll experiment with them when they come out to see what we get. You know, see what's good and what's not good. I'm also doing early access. I think we'll play this. Play this first so we can get ward on our creatures. Okay, 3, 4. I think we'll play this, 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 and watch them kill our creature. A little 1/1. Wow. Just to keep us from drawing. Okay. They are a reanimator deck, apparently. So, play this. Heck, why not? We'll go ahead and draw. All right, we got our black land. Go 5. I think we'll play this. Play this. Play this. I think we'll put it on you instead. No attacks. Turn all land cards back. Well, shoot, we got to. These two are dang on tough. Oh, perfect. Oh. They didn't like the idea of us getting rid of these. I mean, these right here, pretty dang on powerful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Well, they would have had a 10-10. And this would have been a 10-10. Which we were, well, we got a 12-14, so yeah, wouldn't really matter. All right. Then we can win one more. But I mean, I can understand people's gripes about the sets, about the digital sets. I mean, we really don't know what we got in the digital set just because of the way they spoiled them. You know, I could be wrong with how, you know, about arena players being screwed because they can't play the Spider-Man cards. I mean, I could be wrong on that. Don't get me wrong. But I really don't know. Well, we got to see what we got. Alright, we do have a turn 1 play. Ghost Vacuum. I would say they probably got... this might be a Ugin, I don't know. I bet you here comes removal. Demon Wall. Okay. Play this. Go ahead and destroy the creature there. Then we're going to attack. Uh-huh. Feed the swarm. All right. And I bet you they're all just removal. Now here comes a removal for this right now. I bet you. There it is. There it is. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, man. All right, which removal do you want? Which removal do you want, opponents? You know I'm getting it back. Yeah, I bet you got another removal too, probably. No? Ooh. Remember what this does. Oh, I think it just does counters. That's gonna hurt. Be nice if we draw another removal here. Ooh. Got him. All right, we got it done. Nice. We got her done. All right. Alrighty, folks. It's almost 5:30 here. Been streaming since 2 o'clock since around 2 o'clock this afternoon. So we've been streaming for almost 3 hours, if not that. But anyway, make sure y'all like the stream. Very much appreciate it. And I will see everybody back here again in the morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all have a good, awesome rest of your day. Later, everybody.